3, 2, 1, action. Hey guys, welcome back to Off the Record, where we talk about
whatever we want.
It's tight.
Do it again. Hey guys, welcome back to Off the Record, where we talk about whatever we want.
Oh,
I love that. You can hear it, right?
I like that.
I hope they can.
Anyway, Tim is here with the mask on and he's shocked for some reason and he's taking his mask off and he just threw it on the table and now he's crossing.
Tip's gonna narrate the video.
For all the, you know, the people that can't see the video.
That's exactly right.
Oh, his brother likes to watch TV shows with that, the audio help thing.
The description shit?
That.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Every time we log on to his account, because he has CBS, we watch
Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone, and every single episode, because he's already watched them, and like the settings are saved or whatever. Every single episode has the
And he can see?
narration. Yeah, he sees fine. Yeah.
Wait, what are you talking? Like subtitles?
No, so there's like for blind people, there's this option, just like for deaf people, there's subtitles, right? But then for blind people, there's the audio descriptive
Yeah.
option.
Oh, I didn't even know
Like if you were
Like what I
watching
just
JK,
did.
yeah, if I was to like throw this hat, it would be like Tim throws his hat into the air.
Yeah, and catches it.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's like a quieter kind of background voice almost.
It's very annoying.
So it describes everything that's happening?
Yeah.
Does the action scene sound like left punch, right punch, kick, kick, kick?
Yeah, it's
Thrown over the building?
Because
I'm
it's
not
so
sure.
annoying, I don't know. I turn it off.
Or is it more like pow, pow, poo, 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 pow?
It's more descriptive.
Oh.
Way more descriptive.
Yeah.
Because like in the beginning, so like I said, like it starts in the beginning of every episode. We have to pause it and then like turn it off and then restart it. But in those like first few seconds, it's like image showing a white male with his eye blinking or whatever it is. But like it's giving more description than what I'm seeing. So I didn't even know that it was a man's eyeball because. But then like she ends up telling me or whatever.
It's like you're.
Oh, please.
I was gonna say no. It's like you're reading a screenplay of it.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the action line.
Did you ever ask your brother why he does that?
No, actually, I don't even know if it's, maybe it's just like it's a fucking glitch. Oh, he does?
When we go over to his house, he'll have it on and he'll like turn it off for us.
Why don't you guys break his balls and ask him what's going on?
I need to know why.
I need to ask him, yeah.
Or maybe he watches TV like this.
Relaxation time.
Dude, my old man, maybe he's trying to force a feature. I call it forcing a feature. My old man bought a TV back in the day, rear projection, like 50-inch screen when those were like 2 years out, right? They're as expensive as fuck. And it has the picture-in-picture option, PIP. So you can have like a little window come up and you can move it around if you want to wherever you want. And so he tried to make that work for a while and eventually we're all just like, hey Dad, like this sucks. We don't want to. And he's like, yeah, it does suck, huh? Yeah.
What was he playing in the little one?
It was a football game and then another football game.
Oh, wow. So you can keep track of 2
You
scores.
can't even see it though.
Can't see shit. It's pointless.
But you know what? Sometimes I like to have things on in the background when I do stuff.
Same.
He likes to just listen to a movie.
Yeah, maybe you're like cooking or something. You don't have time to look up all the time, so you just tell me everything.
Huh?
Brother? You're talking about his brother?
Yes.
So why he has
Yes.
Okay.
Because it tells you out loud, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like you ever watch something, but you have to get up and check something or whatever. You don't want to pause it, but you don't want to just listen because you're gonna miss. So maybe that's the thing. It's like I need to know what happened.
Doesn't it distract from the actual dialogue or the...
Depends on, I guess, what you're looking for.
See, I don't need this because I have a wife, right? So if I get up and I'm in the kitchen, she's like, oh yeah, well he just got on one knee. I think he's gonna ask her to be his girlfriend. And I'm like, I can hear it though.
I did that too.
Have you guys seen that meme where it's like kids today will never know what it's like having a sibling to help you like when commercial's over and it's like it's back on?
Because you have to go run and go pee really
Yeah.
That's true. There's no live TV.
Yeah.
They get to pause it. They have the privilege of pause.
I know, dude.
And rewind.
Or no commercials.
They're so
You just
spoiled.
pull up Netflix.
I didn't have a sibling, so I would just count. And I knew like the commercials roughly like 30 seconds.
Dang.
So I'm like, I would run and go take a shower. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Shower.
7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm like, 27, 28, 29, 30. I run back and I'm like, oh, okay, quiet.
You didn't take no shower.
No, I'm serious. I'm
He's in the
serious.
military. You can take a fast shower.
I guess that's
Very
true.
dirty.
Yo, this is when I'm like in 5th grade.
Oh shit.
I'm just trying to move
I was
fast.
gonna have your back there.
Oh, thank you.
No, actually, that was training for military.
Maybe it was, yeah.
That's why.
Like at your friend's house at a sleepover or whatever, and then you gotta go pee or whatever. And they're like, it's on!
Yeah, exactly. That's how you know.
How long do they give you to take a shit in the military?
Like in boot camp?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's like really there's no like specific time, but it's not like how long you get. There's like, let's say 80 recruits, and there's only 10 toilets, and the guy's counting down at 59, 58, 59, 56, 55, 54, so you guys figure it out. So usually what happens is there's a guy taking a shit with his legs open, another guy peeing through your...
What?
Because he needs to piss too.
Wait, question.
Wait.
You didn't explain who's counting.
The drill instructor.
So they do give you a certain time.
So he's just like, ready, go.
So I think legally it's supposed to be like a minute. Like there's like laws that America says.
Like amount of time for all y'all to be done in the bathroom.
Like kind of like how like, you know, there's union times, right? But then in the military, they always take those rules and they bend it like a motherfucker. Yeah. So they go, okay, cool, you got 60 seconds. So their 60 seconds is 60, 59, 58, 59, 60. So it's
not even Mississippi?
So it's probably like really 20 or 30 seconds.
I kind of like that though, because I don't want our soldiers in war going, time's out, I gotta poop, I gotta poop.
Well, dude, they did that during World War II. They're like, time's out, it's Christmas. And then
They had a tea.
did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, and then like they kind of had like a little bit of a Christmas thing.
What?
And they had their homie with their arms blown off. So Merry Christmas, dude. And he's just like...
It was one of the world wars. Don't quote me exactly.
Like a tea time?
There's a famous moment where like they all just had Christmas and then they killed each other the next day, kind of thing.
What?
This is World War II?
Wait, it would be
think
even
World War I or
crazier
II.
if they were celebrating together.
No, they were.
No, they weren't.
I'm not kidding.
No way, let me see.
Christmas truce.
Yeah, look it up. It was like a Christmas truce thing. Yeah. It was,
So like Allies and Axis powers were just...
I don't know if it was World War I or II.
Don't quote him on which war it was. He said that.
I didn't need to know which war it was.
Sorry.
Wait, so was it the World War?
We definitely didn't do it in Iraq and Afghanistan. I'll tell you that right
So 1776, Revolutionary
That's
War.
right. It could have been that.
All right, so it's called the Christmas truce.
Yeah, see?
Or Weihnachtsfrieden.
So it was German?
It was World War II, I guess.
So it was a widespread unofficial ceasefire along the western front of the First World War around Christmas. Soldiers from both sides, the British and the Germans, exchanged cheerful conversation.
Wow.
British and German.
That's cool.
How do you even organize that?
Yeah.
We can't organize our own Congress.
You can't just like tweet it out.
Can't even.
Well, it's kind of like, you ever been in those situations where...
There's a picture of them hanging out.
That's tight.
Oy. Let me airdrop it to the computer and I'll show you.
I know a couple things.
It's kind of similar to, you ever had two groups of people that didn't like each other, and after fucking arguing and shit, you're like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna, you fight, one person from your group fight one person from our group, and you kind of come to this little understanding, and it's like, that's what's gonna happen, and afterwards you're like, all right, well fuck, that's what happened. Dab it up, it's done.
We're gonna take it outside.
That's tight.
I couldn't airdrop it to the big computer.
Isn't that wild, man? It's just fucking interesting. Yeah, look at that. They're all friends and like, Merry Christmas to you, Merry Christmas to you.
And they even had a baby Christmas tree.
That's insane.
And then the very next day they're back to destroying each other.
They're all smiles and shit.
It's Christmas, fucking Tiff.
Yeah, but like it's
course
just,
they are.
it's weird.
I know it's like, hey, you know earlier when you threw that grenade at me? It's cool for now.
Yeah.
And then the next, it's like,
I'm gonna kill you tomorrow.
it's like, all right, 1201. All right, man.
And then he's like, and then he's like, oh, I just stabbed him with a candy cane. It's shattered.
The whole time they were sucking it to make the.
That's like
Christmas shanks.
He's like, I'm still in Christmas mode.
Damn, that's so crazy.
During that time too, they should be social distancing because they had a worse pandemic than we did.
Spanish flu, was it?
During the World War I's.
That was during World War I.
A lot of shit going on back then.
More people died from that pandemics than the actual war.
Damn.
The soldiers died more from the sickness.
Dude, quality of life was so bad back then, though. You die and you're like, thank you.
They're like, yes!
Yeah.
Well, it's all like perspective, right? Or relative to that time. So then for us, a lot of people in our time are probably feeling like that.
If those guys were still alive, though, they'd be telling us, like, back in my day.
I mean, yeah. I know, right? They're like, yo, back in my day, you get diarrhea, you're a dead man. There's nothing you can do.
Back in my day, you catch the Spanish flu and you die within an hour.
Yeah.
That's some crazy shit.
Really crazy.
Hold on, but so we've got focused on the time of the shits and the pisses, but you said you spread your legs as you're taking a shit while someone else is pissing between your legs.
Yeah, why are you spread?
You don't have time to wait.
So the first
I
thing
registered
is,
spreading cheeks, and that's why I said why.
It's in the asshole.
the first thing is there's a time limit, right? And then so that's like the first restriction. The second thing is there's way more people than there are facilities. So there's that. The third thing is we're all a team, so we know how much it sucks if I need to pee or poo, and then this time is up, and now I have to hold it for the next 4 hours until that happens. So everyone is trying to hook each other up. So if there's 2 guys to a urinal, and I see someone going like this, I'm like scooting this motherfucker over, and I go like this.
Oh, that's tight.
So we can all get each other's backs, and like, let's just all fucking piss here like right now.
That sounds like some turbulent times, but like, I'm gonna tell you something right now real quick, that Upstart is sponsoring this video. And during these economically turbulent times,
Wow.
everyone is looking for a way to feel more financially secure. So if you're still needlessly throwing money every month at high interest credit card debt, it's time you checked out Upstart, baby, the revolutionary online lending platform that knows you're more than just a credit score. Now is the time to find out how low your Upstart rate can be to help pay off high interest credit card debt.
How low?
Extremely low.
You gotta find out. But unlike other lenders, Upstart can reward you based on your education and job history in the form of a smarter rate. You don't need a degree or diploma to apply though.
Yep, so Upstart lets you skip going to the bank because it's completely online. They offer loans from $1,000 to, get this, $50,000.
50,000?
Yep. So you can consolidate your debt into one easy fixed rate payment, baby.
Upstart makes it fast and simple to check your rate. Since it's just a soft pull, it won't affect your credit score. The hard pull happens if you accept your rate and proceed with your application.
And the best part, if the loan is approved and accepted, most people get their funds the very next business day.
Wow.
Over 400,000 people have used Upstart to pay off credit cards or meet their financial goals. So free yourself from the burden of high interest credit card debt and get back to using your money your way with Upstart.
See why Upstart has a 4.9 out of 5 rating on Trustpilot, and hurry up to upstart.com/record to find out how low your Upstart rate can be. Checking your rate only takes a few minutes. That's upstart.com/record.
I peed in between Chia's legs when she was peeing one time.
You've told me about this.
You doubled it?
But don't you guys have 5 extra toilets?
This was after a New Year's drunken night. We're staying in a hotel in LA because we knew we were gonna be drunk and shit. So I was like,
Responsible.
and I was like, I had joked about like I really wanted to do it because I thought it was funny. And then as soon as we got back to the hotel and she had to pee, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So she sat down and peed, and then I peed like just in between, in that little like just spot, and it was really funny.
Did she open her legs? Or like, did you pee behind her?
No, frontwards.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you try to cross streams with her?
I probably did.
That's fucking funny.
Boot camp, can you have personal time? Like, when everyone goes back to sleepy time and you just like, yeah, I gotta rub one out, or I gotta go caca. Like, is it like that?
There's, so you don't have personal time for at least the first month.
So you pee when they tell you, you poop when they tell you, you eat when they tell you.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
Like the first,
What happens if there's an emergency? You just do it then.
Just
and
shit
then.
on yourself.
What's considered emergency?
No, like pee or poop. Like, what if you're in the middle of a drill and you have to
you
take a shit?
you just shit and pee on yourself. Like, nothing is more important than what your personal needs are.
But by the way, Bart's talking about the Marines right now. If you're in the Air Force, like they'll bring a porta potty to you.
Yeah. And they give you like they give you apple pie.
No, this is real. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I love ribbing on the fucking military. I love ribbing on the Air Force because my whole family's Air Force, so it's very fun. And my grandpa was a Marine, so he like makes
fun of them.
Got real hard on about that
I always
shit.
hear the jokes being geared towards Army people.
Oh yeah, Army people
all
are
around.
Army people are a different breed.
I never hear people making fun of Marines though. What's the Marine jokes?
Nobody makes fun of Marines.
Yeah, I thought they were like top.
Because they're the hardest one. I guess in normal branches, it's the hardest one, so no one makes fun of
I guess they call them jarheads because they call them dumb sometimes. I guess it's like the meme. Yeah,
there's that.
But everyone makes fun of Navy, by the way, too. But Air Force is probably the best one to make fun of.
How about Green Berets?
They're armies.
They're like special ops guys. Though.
Word.
So no one really fucks with those guys.
And the Navy SEAL.
It's like making fun of Navy
Do they
SEAL.
really wear Green Berets?
They really do.
And nobody really knows about Space Force yet, so we don't know what the joke is yet.
Right.
The porta potty is floating to
Pharrell's
you.
in it, or? Wait, so the first month you go in, and then they're like, "There's no teacher. I gotta go to the bathroom." It's like you fucking shit on yourself if you need
that.
to.
So you go, this recruit, like you run up and you go, this recruit requests permission to use the head or whatever, and if he denies you,
Whoa, how do you learn that verbiage?
The head?
they tell you.
Everyone knows the head.
I don't know what that
They
is.
go,
Oh, I'm gonna hit the head?
No, that's a-
third person. You go, this recruit requests permission to use the head. They tell you right off the bat, like if you need to use the restroom, that's what you say.
I thought I turned it off. I'm so sorry.
Airplane!
It's my fault.
Airplane!
Oh, I thought I just turned it off.
They were like, sir, permission to boo-boo, sir.
Yeah, pretty much. And then if he goes, get the fuck out of my face, and you go, okay, I'm gonna go shit myself.
You just shit yourself?
You just shit yourself.
Is it was it co-ed by the time you got in? Because G.I. Jane was like old, right? So then like by the time you got in, there's women, right?
No. I think Bootcamp is still separate. I'm not sure though.
Bootcamp.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
She was so motherfucking fine in that movie.
She was
It's
pretty
insane.
hot.
Oh, with the shaved head, she looks so good with the shaved head.
Insane.
Yeah.
I've never seen the movie, but I've seen photos, and yes, I agree.
Yeah.
It's wild.
So do you know if they do boot camp gender like it's different, and then afterwards they bring them together, or?
Yeah. So in Bootcamp, I don't know if it's co-ed just yet, but back then it wasn't.
Oh.
Well, there wasn't females in combat allowed yet until like just a couple years ago, I think.
Yeah, that's really recent.
So you mean they were allowed in the military, but they weren't infantry?
Yeah, they have like other jobs. You could be like, I don't know, like a medic, a nurse, or whatever. There's other jobs.
Yeah, you served, but you just weren't in a combat role.
can't be in the front lines.
Oh. Wow, I didn't know that.
Until just a couple years ago, I think. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well done.
How do you guys feel about the co-ed bathrooms? Like, so we were just talking about this earlier, where the first time I had ever witnessed a co-ed bathroom was at YouTube Space, and it was actually for your roast.
Yeah.
So that restroom that they had, it was just like one gigantic room, and then there's stalls.
Oh, yeah.
But there's men and women using it, and that was the first time ever in my whole life I had ever been in a restroom where there's guys around. I'm like, this is weird.
Okay, so that never tripped me out because it's all stalls, right?
Yeah.
And then so you only see people when you're washing your hands. But when I went to a beauty con in New York,
What if you need to take a shit?
well, here's the thing, right? It was a co-ed bathroom, and it was stalls and it was urinals.
Oh,
And
fuck.
Yeah, so I'm like, so in my head,
That's weirder.
I walk into the bathroom, I'm like, okay, cool. There's women in line, men and women in line to get into the bathroom, but of course the women are in line for the stalls. And so I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh, it's kind of hot. I'm gonna have my dick out with these girls around. But then like, standing at the urinal, and I cannot pee. I'm like so nervous. Like the
Shy.
girls.
It's like public peeing.
Yeah, I'm sitting there, and I'm standing there forever, just waiting. Like, I'm just like, whew, okay, just waiting for my pee to come out. And one girl was like, taking a while there, huh? I was like,
So
I'm trying to relax.
She's like, cute dick though. Cute dick.
Like in your imagination, it's like that's like the hottest situation you could think of.
Yeah, cause like, oh shit. Well, it's kind of hot cause like
something
it's
there.
inappropriate. Like, oh, your penis is out. There's strange women around. It's kind of hot.
So in that moment, when you're holding your dick and you're peeing, so like this is it, right? Like,
Sure.
do you hold it like this from the base, or do you hold it like closer to like the tip to kind of cover it?
Like a garden hose.
Yeah, you more like a garden hose, like closer to the base, so you have control.
With the thumb pressing it so it turns the shape of the stream different.
That's the part that I thought you were agreeing with.
Well, that's how we get it all over the seat. You guys always wanted to know.
The secret that women don't know is that we do put the thumb in front. Just to,
Fuckers, I knew it. No, because then like if you're embarrassed and you're like near other people, I would imagine you'd want to cover most of it.
No, it wasn't like, so here's the setup, okay? Let's say I'm facing, let's say this is the urinal, and I'm facing the urinal.
Wait, hold on.
This
Move
is,
out of the way.
Okay, let's say I'm facing the urinal here, and then I'm here trying to pee. Here's the line of women going this way towards the stalls. So I'm here's the door, so it's like they're coming this way, and I'm like chilling right here, and there's women just in line for the stalls. And so it's no one's like over my shoulder possibly seeing my dick at all, but it's still kind of like,
Yeah.
huh, man, you know? Like,
sure.
But what if you got a fart? Cause like I feel more comfortable around guys cause we get it's like, oh yeah, let's fucking just let it all out, right? Maybe women too, right? Like you go in, you just like, I'm gonna take a shit right now and just let it out, right? But do you feel more self-conscious now? Cause it's like, oh, there's other people here now.
Thank God I didn't have to shit.
I think most normal people do, but I think you'd be fine.
I know, I'm worried. That's why I asked, because I'm gonna do it regardless.
Yeah.
You're right about that. But I'm also worried. You know, like I don't have to worry.
If you go to any of those like big events, like a concert or whatever, technically it's co-ed because it's just a row of porta potties, guys, girls, whatever. So it's just, to me, it's like we've already been doing it for decades.
But it's called a portal potty. So when you go into the portal, you're in a different
You're going somewhere else.
It's one of the rings of hell as well. No, what I love it because girls are much cleaner than guys, so it's just like it'll be 20% cleaner, maybe.
Yeah, and then we have to put up with your fucking piss all over the seat.
Oh wow.
I know, right? I feel just bad for the girls.
You have to deal with that.
Those guys make us all look bad though, because I don't do the piss on the seats
I don't do
thing.
that either.
But
Me
then-
neither.
So who? It's one guy out there. He's fucking it up.
Pooping on the toilet seat.
Well, that's the worst when you find that. How the
I
fuck does
blame
that
the
happen?
kids on that. I blame children. Because even in the girls' restrooms, there's shit on the seats sometimes. And I'm like, that's a kid. And the mom
It's not cleaning it.
is not cleaning it.
Dude, I heard Tyga shit the pool the other day.
Sometimes there's poop on the wall of the stall.
Does he shit in the pool often?
No, this is his first time. So we were in the pool like hanging out, and then he starts going. So he knows like if he needs to poo, he needs to tell us, especially if he doesn't have his diaper on. So he starts going, and then we're like, wait, what? What do you
That's
mean?
the alarm.
Yeah, and then we're like, oh shit, he's in the water. So I think Gio saw like a little brown cloud.
Oh no.
So she picks him up and puts him on the ledge, and he just starts going to town.
Isn't that the water diapers?
Sometimes we just have him naked, and he just starts shitting, and he just started coming out on the ledge, and he felt so bad, like.
Because he broke a rule?
Well, he started crying like he betrayed the family or something.
Maybe because he was embarrassed because someone other than his parents was there too.
Could be. I don't know. I don't know if it was like, or maybe all of our reaction, like, oh my god, the pool.
Oh, the energy.
We never applied that kind of shame to him. Like he usually has no shame. Like just have fun.
Right.
And it could be everyone going, oh, and maybe as a little kid, like seeing like 3 adults going, like, oh, is a huge deal. You know.
I mean, he's not dumb. He understands that, like, this is something like, fuck the pool, you know.
Yeah.
He's lucky that you're his dad though, because my grandpa would have called me a pool shitter for 10 years.
So wait, what do you do to your pool when that happens, when there's shit in it?
There was just one nugget, and then so
You just kind of threw it away?
yeah, just scooped it with the bucket, threw it out, and then there was.
Just scooped it.
Yeah, just scooped it with the bucket, threw it out, and then there was a little yellow cloud, and I kind of like scooped it from underneath the water,
Oh my God.
and I went like that on the lawn, and I just rinsed off his ass.
Pool party at Bart's. With that kind of precision pool cleaning, you can count on a quality experience. Bart is a pool cleaner. He's like, with his hands. He doesn't use it. He's got his fucking hands out with his fingers spread.
And he picks the pool up and just puts it under a rug.
Don't worry, guys, I got it. I put the piece of paper. It's divided from the rest of this water.
And then Bart's taking water from bottles and he's like,
Refilling it.
yeah, refilling it.
We're good, guys.
Yeah, he's like, that's really clean water. He's drinking from it.